Hey guys, welcome back to the FPL Xcode podcast for your Game Weekly OD of XG. This is my Game Week 5 team selection video. As for Game Week 4, had a pretty decent week, especially considering my captain blanked. Salah blanked in a 9-0. Everyone has talked about way too much, there's no use. But yeah, good week, 74 points. Everyone almost helped out. City not keeping a clean sheet was a little of a shocker, and Chelsea conceding against Leicester was so annoying. I had double up, both gave assists. Would have been way more points. Trent again a high EO, not that much impact. Andreas had to come in because Zinchenko suddenly got knocked and didn't play. Martinelli could have returned decent returns so far. Like I'm happy to keep him. Luis Diaz again, great return. I'm really happy with those two headers. But when Darwin comes in, I will be looking at Darwin and may consider switching up Luis Diaz or Mohamed Salah. I have been toying around with a few no Salah options, but probably not given I don't have a wildcard to go back to Salah to. Haaland again, hat trick, no issues. He's staying. He may not play this week or some other week, but can't risk not going without him right now. Tony should have scored, but he will soon. And Jesus again, they don't have the best fixtures after a point, but as of now, he stays and Villa he plays. Um, as for the league, the top 10 are currently killing it. There are actually two people who did not make a transfer so far. So I will come to you about burning transfers and stuff like that, but there is a way that you can play this where you do burn transfers if the template is working out, if they are giving points, why not? And the other extreme is where you jump hole to hole and try upside chasing. You obviously have to get a balance of that, but burning isn't the worst. But I will speak more on burning later. There are some better options than burning a transfer, but it's not the worst. And for other things, just subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know on Twitter, let me know on Instagram what you're doing with your team, what changes you're making, what questions you have. I'll be happy to help. I'm always responsive. And let's move on to the team selection. So, this is my bus team going into game week 5. I don't really want to make any changes. Zinchenko, I did missed the price drop yesterday. I didn't lose anything, but I could have gained point 0.1 if I sold him yesterday. But as of now, Zinchenko is the only pain point for this week at least. So that's the only one I'm focusing on right now. Don't want to remove anyone else who can potentially haul. Um, and let's see what to do about that. So I have point 0.2 in the bank, and I'll have 5.3 for a defender that I want. Or because I do have two free transfers bank, so I can play around with that money and do some other things. So one of the obvious things is getting a less than 5.3 defender. These are my realistic options. I'll sort them out by transfers in to just see what people are doing. Saliba, again, I do not want to make a sideways transfer from Zinchenko to Saliba. And I also don't rate Saliba's attacking output as much. Gabriel would be much better. I would rather go for Gabriel than Saliba, but the money factor then comes in. Trippier, I'm really look forward to Trippier in the future, but again, he has Liverpool this week, and he doesn't have as good attacking numbers as the eye test suggests. As for Cucurella and Reece James, they stay. I don't think I can remove them this week. Other defenders I can consider are obviously the Brighton defense and the Brentford defense. Two decent defenses, decent fixtures going ahead. I obviously prefer Brighton defense more. They are more capable of the clean sheet. Raya obviously gets more saves, but that doesn't impact the defenders. So Dunk would be my ideal choice at a 4.5 range. But then I'm thinking of doing something more fun and potentially taking this down to a Patterson or an Emerson or a 3.9 and upgrading Reed. So Gross might rise in price tonight, and that might make this move tough when I do it tomorrow after press conferences. But I can always go for a 3.9 defender instead of Patterson because anyway, that would be my third sub option. So that's totally fine. And essentially, the debate of this game week has been Rodrigo versus Gross. As for numbers, I do believe Gross has slightly better numbers in terms of what I like. He Rodrigo also has a slight issue of Bamford coming in and his role slightly changing. Obviously, Rodrigo has been great, nothing against him. I also cannot afford him straight away this week. But for me, I'm leaning more towards Gross. I generally don't like such players who are not that exciting, but he has been this season. His fixtures are Fulham, Leicester, Bournemouth, and Crystal Palace. I like those fixtures. Like Crystal Palace is a little shaky one, but I can get rid of him by then. Fulham, Leicester, Bournemouth are really good fixtures, and he looks like he's central to their attack right now. So I think I'd like a punt on Pascal Cross over someone like a Saliba or something for the week. As for other options that I can potentially move some money around is I can do this, take a -4 and get Edison to a Sanchez or Raya and upgrade this spot to a Rodrigo. I did consider doing that for Wilfred Zaha. I really think he is in some good form right now, and the fixtures are aligned, but his injury and his transfer rumors are annoying, and I cannot go there. Other option is Martinelli. So this I don't think you will be hearing from any other content creators or anyone, but Martinelli has the ESR problem. There are midweek fixtures, and I do see Martinelli get rotated here and there. United over the weekend, but then Everton and Brentford really good fixtures. So it's not beyond me keeping Martinelli or selling Martinelli. And selling him actually opens up a few options. I can go for Gundogan, and Gundogan is a really, really good option according to me if you are in for a 1 week punt. Personally cannot because I have already played my wild card. I do not want to risk going to a rotation risky player. So I may not go there, but that's in my mind. Other players that have really caught my attention are Raheem Sterling. I really like his vibe right now. He plays Southampton this week. If you are convinced on removing Salah, I would rather go on Raheem Sterling this week and get funds to something else. I don't know. I think Raheem Sterling will do well over the coming weeks. He has good fixtures overall. One bad Liverpool fixture. West Ham are bad right now, to be fair. But other than that, he has really good fixtures. I do like the look of him. I do want a little more boost in eye test on what he is providing. He is central to their attacks, but I want a little more from him before the 10 million move. Yeah, other than that, not too many people. Tony is still impressing me. He has two really, really great leads in Southampton fixtures coming up, so I'm not thinking of removing him. Other than that, it's pretty much it. Captaincy decision is a big thing this week. If Haaland does play, he is obviously the best option this week. But again, it's a minute's risk, and I do not want to captain him if he's coming on for 30 minutes. Yes, he can haul in that, but I do not want that captain. 60 minutes is a whole different thing. Him starting and getting subbed off is a whole different thing. I would be okay with that. Salah is not playing 90, I guess. He's going to play 85, 80. So as long as they have the game in the bag. Newcastle aren't the best, obviously, to face against, but they are without Bruno Guimaraes, and he's a big impact to their defense. So obviously, it's going to be one of Salah, Haaland, and out of the box option is Reece James. I think he's a really great option. Southampton are lacking. He is great in attacking, and I don't know what more. Like if he plays right wing back, he would be my ideal choice for this captain actually. But yeah, other than that, nothing much. Do let me know if you have any questions, anything, and let me know who you are captaining. So thank you for watching and see you next week.